Everyone, Mango7 here. How are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7 Patch Notes Review. I am stoked for this, and for those of you who don't know, this is just me reading the new patch notes and looking over what's here. I'm going in basically completely blind. I know a couple things that are coming, like the free equipment removal, spoiler alert, but that's it so far. I just opened them up from Reddit and don't even look at them until now. So there's no new information. This is just me reading and hopefully learning some new things with y'all. So let's get started here. First off, I see is a Europe server launch, and for those of you that have been following Twitch, I started an account with Carrot just to focus on Carrot because she's like my mini waifu, right? Like Aramintha's my waifu, Carrot's like a mini Aramintha, so I've got to give her some love too. So I've been doing that, but then the Europe server was announced and I just stopped because it would be so much more fun doing this on a new server. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm going to be starting it probably right away, to be honest. Unless this patch has something that really makes me want to play my main account, I'm probably just going to jump into the Europe server and play on that. So really hoping to get Carrot and maybe Dominial, maybe Leo is another one I'm hoping for. Just somebody fun. We're also getting our waifu as the summon, Aramintha, for a week. And Aramintha is great and all, but I wouldn't summon for her. There's too many cool things coming. If you have ML Aramintha, it's not worth summoning for imprints either, just to get that out of the way. Unless you're crazy, I might do it if I had ML Aramintha, but I'm crazy and I know it's not right, so keep that in mind. And the exciting part of the day is Angelic Montmorancy looking just like Diane. So let's take a look at her skills here. I'm so excited for this because she's gonna do a little twirl, isn't she? She's gonna do just a little twirl just like Diane and just try to be like her big sister or mom or whatever you want to call it, her idol. I'm so excited for this. They did this skill animation just the best justice they could ever do. It's perfect, like literal perfect. I'm so happy with this, and let's hope they did her justice for her skills. So Earnest Prayer here, this is the one, her skill 3, it recovers allies' health and grants immunity for 2 turns, dispelling 2 debuffs. So that's new. She didn't dispel debuffs on her skill 3 before, I don't think. And 50% combat readiness, amount recovered. Okay, so it's literally the same, just 2 debuffs dispelled. I say just, that is a lot. 2 turns immunity is great too. Pretty solid ability, but doesn't solve any of her healing problems. So let's hope we get that solved in her specialty tree. We also have this here, eliminate 500 spirits. I think those are those little plant thingies. I know there's a really easy way to do it, but there's probably a better way to do it with an epic catalyst. So don't jump the gun and waste a bunch of stamina not farming an epic catalyst if you can do this at the same time. Also, why does everybody want shiny enchantment catalysts? Because I want them too. Stop taking them from me. And the most exciting part, I think, for me and new players is adventure points. That means this is coming this patch. So we're going to be getting our huge tutorial system, which is great. And you might think, I already know everything about this game. Why would I do a tutorial? Rewards. There's going to be so many rewards. You're going to be getting a Molagora, I think. Here, hopefully, summons definitely. You're going to get so many things. I would bet we get a Moonlight summon in all of this too. Like, there's so many cool things that are probably going to happen in this. I'm really excited for that. So, let's see what she does. Okay, that's awesome. She's got 40% effect resistance through her 2 skills, right? Yeah, that's amazing. Effect resistance is one of those things that's just getting better and better every day we go. Health by 10%, that's really cool. Increases effect resistance of all allies by 5%. I love that too. So that gives her an innate 45% effect resistance. That's insane. I don't know if she has any for Awakening either, but that's really cool. It increases Sleep Sorcery Sleep Effect chance by 15%. I believe that was a 25% chancer. So that brings it up to 40%, and then probably 65% with skill ups. I'm probably a little off on that. Maybe it's 55%. Either way, it's a lot, and it never really procced much before, so now it's going to proc way more. It also increases the caster's combat readiness by 10% max after using Purification. If the caster's effect resistance is over 100, that's amazing. That's so cool. I love that. I know it's only 10%, but 10% after using a 2 turns cooldown skill, Purification, is awesome. That's so great. And I love the theme behind that, you know? Like, I love that if she hits a certain thing, she gets better. That's something we haven't seen too much of in this game, and I really like that. It also says when using Purification has a 10% max chance to grant continuous healing to all allies for 1 turn. That's also amazing. One of her big problems is her skill 2 just doesn't heal enough. That said, 10% is not enough to really make her a healer, you know? Like, you could go entire days without proccing 10%, you know? It's just a small little teeny tiny chance. But I love that. Really, really, really good step. What else? What else? What else? When using Purification, has a 25% chance to dispel 1 additional debuff. Okay, that's kind of cool, but we don't really like. She's got 2 dispels on her skill 3, 2 turn immunity, and dispel on her skill 2. Like, she doesn't need more dispels. But I guess if you're gonna make somebody the queen of dispels and immunity, you might as well give her that. Also has a 50% chance to reset cooldown of Purification if the caster is not debuffed. Awesome, that fits so well with her theme. I'm so happy with what they're doing with her. This is so cool. She's always gonna have like no debuffs, right? Because she's got a billion dispels and immunity and everything. And it also has 50% chance to reset her cooldown on Purification, and with that, we have a 10% chance if we cast it again to grant continuous healing for 1 turn. That's awesome, really great combination. One thing to note though is Purification, I believe, is a 2-turn cooldown, so it's already really low, so you're really not resetting much, but any little bonus helps. Also to note is if we ever get like a violent rune, something that makes somebody go twice in this game, that's going to be really fun for somebody like Montmorancy. And the final one, when using Purification, has a 100% chance to heal all allies additional regardless of debuffs. Yes! They saved the best for last. This is what we've been waiting for. This is why Montmorancy has not been a good enough healer. This, just in itself, is going to help her out so much. And I'm so excited to see how she performs with this now. That's amazing. I'm so happy. So if you're not familiar with Montmorancy, before, her skill 2 only healed if somebody had a debuff on them, and it only healed that person. So this allows her to heal everybody, and it was such an unreliable skill, especially in PvE, because like you couldn't do anything. You just like heal and nothing would happen. This is insane. I feel like she's gonna be just an absolute wrecking ball now in everywhere. She's awesome. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. That said, poor Aether. Like, come on. Aether is just getting destroyed now. Definitely like the worst healer now, right? Like, Aether is just, he's been hit pretty hard. Adventurous Path added. Okay, we've already seen this. This is basically just a tutorial system where we go through and kind of where we go through and get all our rewards. There's a help tab too. That's exciting. Improvements and bug fixes. Aether, yes, let's go. Come on, fix him. Although Aether is a soul weaver who greatly influences the game in the early stages. Yep, he does. It has not been easy to continue using him as his performance is not as strong. Yep, that is also true. With this update, a debuff has been added which will help Aether in a variety of situations. This also reduces the reliance on skill enhancements to improve his use in the early stages of the game. The Whispering Spirit, that's his A1. Attacks with the Spirit Power with a 40% chance to decrease speed. So that's a 15% chance increase on landing decreased speed, which is cool, but that's not his problem. Let's fix his healing, okay? What else here? Guard, that's his skill 2. Recovers all allies or an ally's health with water energy while dispelling 2 buffs. Nice, they're adding dispels. 2 debuffs is a lot too. Before increasing caster's combat readiness by 20%. Okay, this is amazing. This really helps out. So happy for Aether for this. That's awesome. That's gonna be so good. And Spirit's Call recovers health of all allies and casts a barrier. For 2 turns with Spirit Power, amount recovers proportionate to the caster's attack. That looks the same. Oh, they lowered the cooldown. They lowered the cooldown by 1 skill. That's awesome. So that's not something that affects him in the long term, like anybody that wants to Mulagora him, but it is something that will affect him without Mulagora. So it helps the people that don't want to invest in him early. That is really awesome. Getting that on a 3-turn cooldown, and then he has a skill 2 on a 2-turn cooldown. That can make him a pretty good healer, I think. Okay, so what else is here? English voice recording has been added for Sage, Bale, and Cezanne. That is awesome. Some other cool things here. I'm not going to read these. There's never anything important here. Summon feature has been added, or storage feature has been added. You can see this feature icon on the summon screen. Oh my god, we can store stuff. Oh no, that's so exciting. Oh my god, that's so exciting. How big is it? How big is the storage? You can't? You have to tell us how big the storage is. Athena is like jumping up in circles right now. He's so happy, and I'm so happy. This is one of the biggest frustrations with the game for me lately, is just not being able to play because everything's full. So I'm really excited. And one thing I notice here is there's a number underneath that's a 1. So this looks like you're going to be able to put like multiple of the same 3 stars in. I don't know how that's going to work. Like, it doesn't look like a sorted thing like we have already. It looks like a catalog you summon from. So think Fae, for example. This reminds me of like the way Fae did it. I hope anyway, because that would be really great. So, a couple other things. One of them is free equipment removal. Yay, and you guys are welcome. I told you I spent 20 million gold this last week fixing all my gear in my units. And I told you guys, the only way we're going to get free equipment removal is if I spend my gold. So you're welcome. You can thank me in the comments because that's all my doing. And there's also this, and I'm not sure if I should show you this because I didn't personally see it anywhere. So this is straight up Lula Kahoot, who looks absolutely phenomenally amazing. We see shades of purple, shades of red, black gloves, so many cool things. But I don't know where this came from. I did hear that it came from the patch notes, but I looked through the patch notes and I saw it nowhere. So I'm not sure what to say about this, but I thought I would show it just because it looks legit-ish and she looks cool. And if it was on the patch notes, I'm really excited for that. So yeah, that's it for today. I'm probably going to be starting off the carrot alt. If you want to see that in action, right when the servers go up, I should be live doing that. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.